Right now I am doing a video blog about the pros and cons of homeschool preschool. So doing preschool at home. For me, when I started doing homeschool preschool, I was very strict, made sure all the letters were done right, all of the numbers, teaching lots of concepts. But now I do more of learn how to play and learn how to build things. Like currently, our kids, we got a bunch of cardboard boxes from the dollar store, and they are building a castle and drawing a knight and a dragon and a sword. So that is what they're doing. So anyways, the pros and cons. A con, as you can see, is it can get quite messy. Anything that you do with your kids at home is messy. So preschool at home is messy. If you do preschool at somewhere else, the pro to that is you don't have the mess and you don't have the cleanup and you also don't have the planning. Not that I plan preschool a ton anymore, because I feel like my more important thing is that they're reading stories every day, and then they're learning how to be creative and play, because I think that is more important to learn right now than to learn what you're going to be learning for the next 12 plus years. Like my husband's 30 almost, and he's still in school, and so I don't need to start the kids' school a couple years prior to when they need to be doing school, if that makes sense. So a pro for homeschooling preschool in school thing is you come up with your own curriculum. You come up with what you want to teach the kids. You're not having a teacher teach what they want to teach in the preschool. And I think that's really fun. As well as a pro and I guess a con is you spend more time with them. Some people don't like to spend time with their kids, but I like to have time with them at home. Another pro for homeschool preschool is you get to see them grow. You get to see them progress. You're not having a teacher get to take that away from you. I'm not all homeschool pro. Like for other grades, I think that our kids will probably go to school. But I think for when they're 3 and 4, I like being able to see what they can learn at home. And I love watching them, like their faces light up when they discover something new. So that's something that I love. A con for at home preschool is you don't have you time as much. I don't have you time very often. And I don't get to just browse social media if that's the new popular thing, you know. I'm not able to be on my phone very often, and that might be a good thing. But you also don't get a shower as often and exercise as often and just hang out with girlfriends, I guess, whatever they do when their kids are at school. Yeah, I think a con for sure, your house is always messy. You're always cleaning up. You don't have a break to just clean up while they're gone. Also, I think a con is that they don't have other adults in their life. It's like you're a main adult, which is fine in some aspects, but in other aspects it's nice to have a second adult, I guess, model for a child to look up to. And I love that they can look up to me and my husband, but sometimes I feel like it'd be nice for them to look up to a teacher and realize that mom and dad aren't just being mean when they set rules, but rules are a part of life. So I think that's a big con for me about at-home preschool. Pro is you save a lot of money. What kids do at preschool, I've heard is so simple. It's probably like $10 for like 3 months when they're charging like $75 a week or whatever. It's expensive. So I think it's $75 a month. It's a lot. Either way, it's a lot, especially for us. That's expensive. Anyways, so we can't afford that, but we can afford doing the exact same thing here at home. I think a con is they don't have as much social exposure. Like my kids play with each other really well, but we don't have a lot of friends around us. And so they're not being exposed to a lot of social situations and a lot of different backgrounds of different kids. Again, I think they'll probably get that a lot in public school in the next 12 years. So it's okay for them to understand how to love siblings and family. But that is my opinion. So those are a few pros and cons that I've come up with. If you have any questions or comments, share it in the bottom below. And I will hopefully have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.